Isn't it infuriating when you go out somewhere and you're presented with something that's really worth photographing, but you've left your camera in the car? It happens to all of us at some point in time. We might go to an amazing location, but actually the weather's a bit dull, so you don't bother to take your camera with you. But you do want to go for a walk. It's just one of those things that happens in life. And I mean, oh, for goodness sake, all the time this happens. I'm walking in the park, I haven't got my camera because we're filming, and there's a blasted model doing something. But the thing is, if this does happen to you, chances are you're going to have one of these in your pocket, and you'd be amazed how versatile they are. The fundamental building blocks of photography are the same for a mobile phone as they are for a digital SLR. Light, composition, how to get the best out of a lens, even a mobile phone lens, is way more important than understanding about hyperfocal distance and rear curtain second sync flash if you just want to take a picture. There are limitations with a phone, of course, but you can still take awesome pictures. Go to our Facebook page, go into the photos section, look at albums, and you'll find one that's called Phone Only. Every picture on there was taken with that phone. This is an iPhone. It's got a pretty good camera on it. I think they're about 5 megapixels. But the thing is, nearly all phones have got good cameras on them these days. I reviewed one a while ago for a TV program, and I think it had a claimed 40 odd megapixels. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know, or whether it's a digital interpretation done by all the little digital fairies and magic dust that live inside these sort of silicon chip type devices these days. But you can take awesome pictures with a phone. They work best if there's plenty of light. Don't try doing it in low light. And I have found that the little flashes that you can get on some phones, the little flash apps, they don't work that well, and the light is horrible. Light is everything, as always. So without further ado, let's see if we can take some pictures. Things to remember when you whip your phone out of your pocket in a mad tearing hurry because you've just stumbled across a supermodel or a landscape. Your phone has been in your pocket, and your pocket is full of crud, probably. Mine are, certainly. You may not be as messy as me. That means your little lens on the front here has probably got dirt all over it. Also, my case, I know from experience, kind of vignettes the lens. So the first thing I would do, if you really want to take a picture, just whip that out of its case. And if I look at the lens, yes, there's dust and bits all over it. Give it a huff, give it a rub. Now, I know I'm always saying to people, don't rub your lens on your shirt, but you haven't got your camera bag, you haven't got your cleaning kit. A clean lens rubbed on a shirt is better than a dirty lens. So that looks really awesome. I love it when this happens, don't you? Phones have really wide angle lenses, and supermodels do tend to hang out in places where there is a good location. We've got this lovely stonework, we've got the graphics of these steps, we've got this brickwork going on here. The wide angle of the phone is something you can always exploit. You see, if I take a picture of supermodel from up above, like that, it's really hard to see the screen in this light. That's really cool because the wide angle is kind of making her look kind of vulnerable, I guess. But if I shoot the same sort of thing from down much, much lower and get closer to her legs, you see how that wide lens is starting to really stretch those legs and make them look much, much longer. Here's something which I really like. Come here, you guys, come and have a look. See the pink, look at the colours in these leggings against this stonework and the straight lines. We've got the curvy, girly legs, and we've got the sort of stonework going on here. So, sorry, I just bumped you, I think. How about cutting a woman in half without a chainsaw? We use a phone instead. So let's have a little look in here. Let's see if we can just get those legs against the supermodel. I'm really sorry to say, would you mind moving your left arm a little, please? Thank you. You see, they're really quite cooperative creatures. Let's just come down here. Look at that, let's move back a bit. Do you remember the film about negative space? Look, it works on a phone too. Look at that. I really like that. That's a cool little picture. What else can we do with this sort of thing? I mean, photographing from an angle over here, we could use some of this sort of stonework going on either side and make a little sort of a sandwich, a little diagonal tilt your camera, that really can work quite well. I'm just going to shoot one from there. Also, don't forget, some phones, you can focus them and you can set the contrast, the exposure. You can with an iPhone. If I tap the phone in a specific place, I can say I want you to expose for this area here. So if I tap into a shadow area, I get a picture that looks like that. But if I tap onto Supermodel's face, I get a much nicer looking exposure, more like that. And where that tap has been, that's where it's going to focus as well. I've just had a night. Supermodel, would you be kind enough to just come down a little and lean back? Thank you. This is great, isn't it? Look, how about coming up the steps like this? Here we go. And getting a shot looking down, kind of from above. That's really quite nice. Supermodel, would you mind extending your right leg as well? Thank you. Look at that. That's an awesome bit of a picture. I'm putting a tilt on it. I'm going to give it a little diagonal twist. Let's do a straight on one. I'm going to get in closer. Like that. I'm just going to kind of cut off at the knees. Now it's really hard looking in the screen of a phone on a sunny day. Thank you so much. I think it's a shame because a lot of supermodels get ignored. They're going about their day-to-day business and people just go past them. It's a bit like how beggars get ignored in the street, and I do think it's a shame. So that looks really kind of cool. We've got some nice little pictures going on. Supermodel, do you mind doing across the steps for me? Thank you. You see, now that's really nice. These are all stuff you can do with your DSLR. You can do it with your phone as well. We can balance it across that way. I'm going to turn it the other way up this time. Don't forget, people with DSLRs tend to take pictures that way up all the time. People with phones tend to always use it that way up. Works both ways. Turn it on its side sometimes. And make sure you don't get your finger over the little lens. Here we go. I like this a lot. I want to try and lose the top and just look down. Expose for Supermodel in here. That's cool. Like that. Nice. Oh, something's happening, look. Oh, the glass has moved. Isn't this cool? Now, if you live in an area where you haven't got supermodels all over the place, I mean, if it is like that, then you must live in a desert somewhere. I find you're tripping over them going to the chip shop in this place. But these principles apply no matter what camera you're using. And the reason I came out here today is just to show you can take really cool pictures on a phone. Next thing you're going to ask is, have these pictures been retouched or altered in any way? Yes, they've had a little bit of post-production work. They've had the contrast boosted a little bit and maybe the colours just filled with a bit. But it's all stuff that's been done on a phone using one of the apps that are available for a phone. None of these have been anywhere near Photoshop. We're going to talk about some of these apps and things later on. But meanwhile, I quite like some of these pictures. Get your phone out, go and practice. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to be notified each time we upload one of our cool photography videos, or for more great photo tips, workshops and training, come and see us at our website, photographycourses.biz.